Once upon a time, there was a forest living peacefully in sifted straw. There lived a little hedgehog named Caesar in this forest. Caesar, as his name suggests, was a very brave and curious hedgehog. He spent his days exploring all around the forest and loved learning new things. His friends also knew his curious nature and were always proud of him. One day, Ancient Oak, the oldest tree in the forest, whispered a secret to Caesar. "There is a forest spirit lost in the depths of the forest," said the Ancient Oak. "This spirit ensures the balance and peace of the forest. However, since the spirit was lost, the forest began to fall ill. If we do not find it and bring it back, the forest will face drought and disease." In the depths of the forest, amidst lush green trees, there's a clearing. Right in the center of this clearing stands a gigantic tree. The tree is so enormous that its branches stretch up to the sky. On the trunk of the tree, there are 2 large eyes and a wide mouth. It looks as if the tree is alive, its eyes gazing at you and a gentle smile on its face. Next to the tree, a small hedgehog stands. The hedgehog has its head slightly tilted up, curiously looking at the tree. First, they arrived at a dark and dense forest. This forest seemed impassable. Lila carefully examined the plants around her and found a secret path among the dense trees. This path took them safely deep into the forest. However, since the path was narrow and covered with vines, Caesar and his friends had to be careful. While Lila took each step carefully, Caesar and Perilti also trusted her. After crossing the path, they came across a large and fast-flowing river. They needed Twinkle's help to cross this river. Twinkle flew across the river and dropped a large leaf into the water. Caesar and Lila crossed the river safely on this leaf. However, in the middle of the river, the leaf turned for a moment, and Caesar looked like he was about to fall into the water. Lila caught Caesar with a quick move and pulled him back onto the leaf. This incident further strengthened their trust in each other. After crossing the river, they reached a lush green plain. Various plants and animals lived in this plain. However, there was a large bush in the middle, and behind this bush, there were traces of a mysterious forest spirit. Caesar was determined to find the forest spirit by following the traces. The tracks led them back to the ancient oak, the oldest and largest tree in the forest. There was a region under the ancient oak where the forest spirit hid. However, to enter this region, they needed permission from the strongest animals of the forest. The strongest animal of the forest was Banu, a large and wise elephant. When Banu saw Caesar and his friends, she gave them some tasks that would test the wisdom and courage needed to find the forest spirit. The first task was to find and bring back the shadow flower located deep in the forest. This flower was a rare plant that glowed in the dark, and it was said that only the brave could find it. Caesar, Lila, and Perilti set out again to fulfill the task given by Banu. They went to the darkest and quietest part of the forest to find the shadow flower. It was quite difficult to find their way here in the dark, but Twinkle's shining feathers guided them. After a long search, they found the shadow flower and carefully plucked it and took it back to Banu. The forest spirit spread its magical energy throughout the forest, and the forest came to life again. The trees became greener, the flowers more colorful, and the animals regained their health. The people of the forest say that Caesar and his friends celebrated his great success and honored them with a grand ceremony. Brave, Lila, and Glitter were declared the greatest heroes of the forest, and they were proud of ensuring the balance of the forest. The forest spirit was always grateful to them and became friends with them.